Yeah, let me take you through the topic of LinkedIn. Just a couple of minutes on LinkedIn, just to give you a bit of a head start, really. LinkedIn, of course, is an enigma, isn't it? We all know about LinkedIn. You're probably a member of LinkedIn, but have you used it properly? It's a bit of an enigma, really. Owned by Microsoft, biggest in the world, of course. In the UK, we have 20 million people who use it every day, well, every couple of days probably. That's a huge proportion of the working population. And around the world, you're talking about 500 or 600 million people, but that's just in the UK. So you should use it as a mortgage advisor, professional advisor. You should have a very good profile on there to attract people, attract networking opportunities. Now, it's not an online CV. A lot of people make that mistake. I did, and I got that wrong. Now, I've got 5 steps for you to enhance your LinkedIn profile that you might want to adopt. The first thing to do, of course, and we'll do a little picture here, is to have your head and shoulders picture of you. There you go. There's your head and shoulder pictures. Have a head and shoulders picture. Don't have to be done professionally. A decent camera, decent background will do the job for you, as long as they can see you clearly. The thing about the profile picture is it's very small, particularly on a smartphone, so you really do have quite a lot of your face showing in that. It's faces that people engage with. Keep off the pets, stop the Ironman photographs. You've just done a 600-mile cycle ride around the world. People don't want to see that, Okay. It's a professional thing. You can talk about your sports and hobbies later, but that's the first thing is your photograph as well. The next thing you want to think about is your headline. Now, your headline, which comes under your name, gives you sort of 12, 13 words thereabouts, is not your title. Now, titles are for business cards. Titles are for pay grades at work. That's why people have titles. Nowadays, people don't really give two hoots about titles, unless you're the managing director of Lloyd's Bank or something like that. So keep on. What is it you do? Describe quickly what you do. What do you actually do for your clients? So I help clients to buy their home, and I organise all the financial aspects to save them time, money, and their sanity is one you could use. I work with sales organisations, professional services organisations, to help them to increase their sales revenue. That's what I do. And that's your tag, that's your headline. Then you want to think about your summary. Now, the summary, of course, is a lot more information about you, what you do. Again, try and speak from the first person. So say, I do this, I do that, I am this, I'm looking for this, rather than Paul does this, Paul does that. Imagine there's a client in front of you. What do you do for that client? What would you say to them? What do you do? How do you work? What credibility have you got? So it's all a bit of an advertisement for you rather than a CV, with previous things that you've done. If you're very humble, and I like humility, it's a good thing, then get somebody else to write it for you. It's very difficult to show off, isn't it? We were told as children never to show off. So be careful of that one, get somebody else to write it. But you've got quite a few characters you can use there. Make it interesting. Remember, somebody says to you, what do you do? You give them your headline, and then you tell them more about your summary and how you work. If you've got like 20 seconds to read it off. So that's your summary as well, which comes into it. Clean up your URL. So whatever is your www. LinkedIn give you a default, and there's all sorts of numbers and everything. You can clean it up. So it's I think it's linkedin.com / and you can have your name in there, something simpler like that. You can have that as your URL, and you put that on your business cards and your signature on your email for people to click on. You can if you want to, and I did. I've bought a domain name many years ago, www.paularcher. I've tended to buy most of those, .uk. And what I do is I forward that to my LinkedIn profile. So that's quite a neat way of tidying up your profile as well. And then, of course, you want to add all your experiences, your traditional CV, really, your skills that you have. They can go in there as well. Any projects you've worked on, they all come down in the next section. Just to add photographs, add video if you want to. And make sure that people know who you are and what you are. But most people won't go that far. Most people will read the headline, read the summary, and link in with you as well along the way. The other thing, of course, about LinkedIn is have a strategy to know what to do when somebody links in with you. So somebody links in with you, do you accept them, do you not? A lot of people are quite precious about this. Well, I don't know this person. I've never met them in the real face-to-face. I'm not going to link in with them. These are my people. That's fine a few years ago. Now things have moved on. If they're in your sector and the potential customer, possibly, or supplier, then you might want to ping them an email and just ask them politely how they came across you. I do. Don't mind me asking, what made you look at my profile and instigate a LinkedIn request with me? Find out where you've met them. Obviously, when you link in with people, put a full description on there why you want to link in with them, and that helps along the way as well. Last thing as well, when you start making changes, do check your settings. You can go into your settings and change all your privacy. You can change what people see of you. Now, when I made some changes last week to my profile, I went into my settings and I stopped my connections from seeing all my changes, because LinkedIn send them a little, Paul Archer has changed his profile picture, people click on it, it's ridiculous. So I turned that off so that all these changes went unknown to people that were on my connections. And of course, remember, link in with me. Be happy to accept your request if you're in my sector, of course. And my LinkedIn address is www.paularcher.uk. Hope that's been useful. Bye.